Hello learners, in our last session we were discussing about the STP, the rural marketing STP, and we have discussed about segmentation, the S factor of S in the STP, that is segmentation. Now we will check out what is targeting and positioning. So targeting is like once the segmentation is done, once the heterogeneous population is subdivided into homogeneous subset, then what is next step that have to be taken by the marketer? Instead of trying to reach out to the entire market, a brand uses target marketing to put their energy into connecting with a specific defined group with that market. A company would find it impossible to target the entire market because of the time involved, the cost involved, and the effort restrictions. It needs to have a definable segment, that is a target segment, a mass of people who can be identified and targeted with reasonable effort, cost, and time. So what happens, the marketer have to identify a particular segment in which he can develop cost effective, in a cost effective way he can develop the product and services, and he can cater the needs and wants of the people in that segment with minimum cost and by like with reasonable effort and time involved. So that is about targeting, like the marketer have to identify which segment of the market, which segment of the total population will give him profit and which will be reasonable with effort, time, and cost. So selecting that particular segment and delivering the product and services to that particular selected segment is termed as targeting. Okay, so the concept of targeting is clear to you all. Now we'll see what is positioning. Once he have selected which segment or which target market to go with, now his final step or final role, what he have to do is he have to position the image of the product and services in the minds of the selected market or the selected segment. So positioning is the act of designing the company's offering and image so that it occupies a distinctive place in the minds of the target segment. So now we'll see what all things are involved in the positioning. The product differentiation is the first feature. In product differentiation can be differentiated on the basis of the form, feature, durability, the quality, and all. The product image can be positioned in the mind of the customers based on how different the product is, what are the major features, what are the like how durable the product is, what is the quality, and like all those product related features, that is product related features. For example, Coca-Cola have introduced a 5 rupees chota packet for the rural to cater the rural needs, and the the Babool toothpaste where there is a herbal version, and there are many different, like based on the form, based on the features, like there will be certain organic feature, they will be like marketers can highlight the features like organic, or if that can be used by the diabetic patients, that can be used by kids, like, and most of the cosmetics nowadays they shows paraben free, sulfate free, like these are the product related differentiation which can be used to position in the mind of the customers. Now we will see how it can be positioned based on the service differentiation. Service may be differentiated in the respect of delivery, installation, and maintenance. The Zomato and Swiggy, they have like they deliver the food products, no. So how good is their services? And if we buy from the online sites like Flipkart and Amazons, how is the delivery, like how fast is the delivery, and all those, like we will be checking how was the services, how was the installation, if we install certain AC or refrigerator or all those electronic equipments, how good was the installation, like it is based on the services, and like how good they are maintain, how they are the company is good in maintenance and all those things. So that is service based positioning can be also done. Then the other one is people. In India, mostly most of the people go and buy the products which are being used by most of the, which the ad is given by the like most respectable actors, the celebrities. So the people who are widely respected and admired can be like admired by the consumers. We can use those people or celebrities to position the products in the mind of the customers. Next is image. The in image, that is the way in by which the marketer advertises. What are the symbol there may be there. For example, if we speak about red label, the red color comes into the mind, and there may be certain logos, there may be signs, colors, and all those things. For example, the Parle-G. When we hear about the Parle-G, we remember the girl's photo. Also, when we hear the brand name Amul, again we remember the girls. Taste of India, the tagline we remember. So this is the how the product is positioned, how the brand is positioned in the mind of the customer. So these are the four way by which the positioning can happen. That is product based difference, product based, service based, the people involved, and the finally image based. So these are the way by which positioning can happen. Now we'll see what are the critical factors that should be considered while positioning a particular brand in the mind of the customer. Attractiveness. The first important thing is that should be attractive. The attractiveness means, does it provide value to the customer, like how good is the packaging, how attractive it is, what are the features that are written in the package, and all those things. How like attractiveness, how good that will be, like how good our product will attract the customers. By seeing the product, how good the customers will come and buy the product. That is attractiveness. Second critical factor is distinctiveness. Distinctiveness is how our product is different from the other brand, different from the other our competitors product. Next is preemptive. It is very difficult for the competitors to copy the product. So we should be very different, so that it there will not be any duplicate copies for the but our own brand. So this is again a critical factor. Then the fourth factor is affordability. The marketer have to think whether the product will be affordable by the customers, all kind of customers. And finally, communicability. Can the product difference be clearly expressed, like can the product's features can be clearly expressed and understandable by the consumers. So these are the critical factors that should be considered while positioning a particular product or a particular brand in the mind of the customers. So I hope the whole process of STP, the rural marketing STP, rural marketing segmentation, targeting and positioning, is clear to you all. And segmentation, what does the segmentation means? In summary, if we say segmentation is subdividing the heterogeneous population into homogeneous subset, so that the marketer can select a particular segment, and that segment is called the target market. And now segmentation is done, the marketer have selected particular segment, then that is targeting, and finally in positioning he have to position the product and services in the minds of the customer. So this is the STP process. Initially, from the entire market, the marketer have to identify his particular segment and go and check out with the particular segment what are the needs of that segment. Then that segment, selecting that segment is called targeting, and finally catering the needs and wants of that particular segment is positioning the products in the minds of the customer. So this is all about the STP process, and I hope the STP, the segmentation, targeting and positioning, is understood to you all. Thank you.